Okay.
One second. Namaste, friends. Good morning or good evening, everyone. You all know this is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji. Let us start our today's session. So, I would like you to welcome back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia Initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement. So, I would like to warmly welcome you all back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel. So last week we did start our sessions with Saroja ma'am's wonderful meditation and guidance, and so today we are going to start a spiritual journey with a new book called The Thinking and Destiny. So this will be narrated by our own dear master, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston. We all know Prasanna Garu, like she's so approachable, and she has done so many sessions in our Divine Breath YouTube channel. She does not need any more introduction. I'm so super excited for today's session, and as I've mentioned you earlier, masters, these sessions are interlinked. So I request you all please to attend the sessions regularly. Definitely, yes, I will be sharing the recordings, but listening to that in live recording, like in the live sessions, or a more, it has a different impact, as you all know. So I request you all to please join the sessions recording regularly and make use of it. So with this, I would like to welcome Prasanna Garu. Over to you. Thank you so much for coming, for your time and patience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lavanya. I wish you all a happy new year and happy Sankranti. So, with that note, we'll start. Sankranti stands for the transition. We celebrate that as a transition, that is, the sun is entering into the Makara, right? So, that's why it's called Makara Sankranti. Here, in that note, we will also transition. We will also go into the transition with this 2026 Makara Sankranti from our bodily identification. So we think we are our body, are our senses. So that's why the meditation that it came, right? So we think we are our body. We think we are our jobs. We think we are our achievements. But we are not that. We are our consciousness. We are our awareness, right? So in this Makar Sankranti, let us transit ourselves from bodily to consciousness. Okay, let us do that. So with that, starting, and I'll start with the introduction. So here, yeah, as just now that Lavanya mentioned, the first few chapters, at least first 4 to 5 chapters, are very, very confusing. So if you think that, okay, if I miss the session, I may go back and read the book and I can understand, it's not going to work out. I can say that because I know how much struggle I have been through those first 4 or 5 sessions until I just come to a kind of a flow, right? So try to listen. There's even if you miss any of the session, because we are all the human beings and we have our own things. If even if you miss any of the session, before you come for the next week session, try to listen to that and come back. Okay, in that way only you'll have some connectivity and able to understand. Okay, so simple view here in the first chapter, he is talking about understanding yourself. Understanding yourself, right? So, what is there to understand ourselves? We are all, we know I'm Lavanya, I'm Anusha, and I'm Prasanna. No, that's not the thing. That is the name given to the body. This is the body that we have taken to experience the life for the short period of 60, 70, or 80, or in fact, maybe 100 years. That's all. So, we are not that particular, we are not our body, we are not our jobs, we are not our family, we are not our kids, we are not our achievements, we are not our thoughts. So we are going there, we are trying to explore who we are and how actually the what is the mysterious truth that who really are. So Ramana Maharshi always talked about contemplate and who am I. Here also the same thing. What is the purpose of the life? If you think, right, everybody will have the question, right? What is the purpose of our life? Is the purpose is to marry kids, raise them, and then get them married, and then is it our purpose? Definitely not. This is as a part of it. As our karmic bondage, we are actually meeting the people, we are actually raising them, all the things, right? It is not, that is not our purpose. Suppose I indebted to two people in the last life so badly. So those two people came as my kids. So whatever that actually I'm earning, I'm doing, and so much work I have to do for our kids. Every one of us are doing because we are indebted to them. So they came as a gifts. They came as a gift, kids. So that is not our purpose. That is our, we are just taking off our karmic things, whatever the things that we have. So then what is the, is it a purpose is to be happy? Is the purpose is to be happy? Percival is saying that the true purpose is not finding the happiness in this world or the next world. What he's saying, it is not about the finding the happiness of in this world or a next world. It is the purpose is to, real purpose is to make sense of things both logically and spiritually. And being aware of your consciousness. What is that? To becoming more awareness of your consciousness is the one. Is the purpose of life. Become more aware of yourself. That is the actual purpose of yourself. This means becoming aware of the world around you. Aware of yourself means the world around you, the nature around you, and beyond this physical world, what it is there. That is actually the purpose of your life. People will say, so when usually, because we are all meditators, once to start, you may stop eating the non-vegetarian and all those things, right? So many times I'll get a question, oh, what for you are living? Like a saint life. You're not eating anything. What for? That is not our purpose. We have to eat to live, not to live to eat. Isn't it? If that is the only enjoyment, then what is the difference between us and other creatures, right? So they are also not living to actually, because they are also eating only when they're hungry. Even animals hunt, because those who animals hunting and eating also, they will hunt the other animal, they'll kill the other animal only when that animal is hungry. It won't eat for the sake of taste. Only, unfortunately, only human being is the only one in this world eating for the taste, for the sake of taste. If I say that, you may get angry, or you may get like, oh my God, we are not doing. No, observe yourself. Observe yourself. From the morning, are you eating? Oh, now it's a time for breakfast. We have to eat out of compulsion. Are you eating? Or are you eating really because your body is neat? When the body is neat, if you are eating, then it's a good. It's not the problem. So that's what. So that is not our purpose. That's not, finding happiness is not our purpose. Eating the variety of the food is not our purpose. Satisfying our senses is not our purpose. The purpose is to become more and more aware of your consciousness, which means you should understand you are the consciousness and you should be aware of that consciousness. That is the sole purpose of you coming onto this earth plane. You are living in the body, but you are not your body. That is what I just gave a cue in the meditation, that you are living in the body, but you are not your body. Your body was born into this world, right? Your body was born into this world. But how you entered into the body is a mystery again. How you entered into the body is a mystery. Body was taking the sperm from the male and the egg from the female. It was started, and how actually that particular small sperm and the egg, when fertilized, how it became the body, legs, hands, and so many, like so it's a much complex system that has been developed from those the small egg, right? How it's a mystery. It is the mystery of the nature. Only to study this particular body, you need at least 100 doctors. Each one is only studying only the particular part. They are not actually, okay, cardiologist cannot do the other thing, and the dermatologist cannot do the other things. So each one is having their own things. That's not that's what. So body, how that body was formed is a mystery, and how the consciousness entered into the body is a mystery. When you truly think about it, you realize you can't imagine yourself. So what you realize, you can't imagine yourself. When did you start? Where is the start? Where is the end? So because you born on such and such a date, is it a start date? It's not, because that day your body was born. Somebody passed away such and such a date. That day they left the body. That's why, as soon as, if you see, even in the olden days, in the villages also, the moment somebody passed away, they will not call it as a person. They will not call it as a person. Suppose some Venkateshwar Rao, let us take. So Venkateshwar Rao's body. Okay, move the body, take the body, move this. So everybody will say about the body only. They will not say with the name, because you are not there in that. That consciousness, awareness is gone. So who died there? Only the body. You never died. So do you have a beginning? Where is the beginning? Your beginning? You have to go back. Where actually that Big Bang theory or whatever, that consciousness started and how it got evolved. There is only one. The akasam is only one thing is there, right? From that thing, then the air, water, air came, water came. From water, the earth came. So all these panchabhutas came. Then the stones and all those things, animals came. Then the human consciousness came. So if you start, where is your beginning? You have to go back to that stage. Where is your ending? Can you see your ending? You cannot see your ending. So you do not have that beginning or ending. You are that eternal, unchanging. You are that eternal, unchanging being. You does not change with the age. You will not die. You are not born. The body born, body died. You are not born and you are not dying. It exists. You are existing beyond this time and everything. Beyond this time, you are existing. Then who am I? Again, the question comes, who am I? What do I really know about myself? Do you really know? If I say that I am Lavanya or I am Prasanna, I am doing this work, anything. Who am I when I question? Oh, I'm a project manager in Citibank. So that's your job. I'm a mom of 2 kids. That's your, because you gave the birth in this way, that's a mom. You are not you are not the mom forever. You are the wife of so and so. No. You are the daughter of so and so. No. That is only for this particular type of. Then who am I? You have to go contemplate yourself. I know that. I know you know that you are that consciousness. That consciousness, you should be aware of it. This is the whole thing is, you need to aware that you are that consciousness. I am not anyone else. I am me. That me is not Prasanna, not the job, not the relation that I'm holding with someone. I am that consciousness. I am aware. That is who am I. That's a feeling which doesn't change. Everything around me will change. But that consciousness, will not change. So whenever you fully understand that you are that I, whatever that I, right, then you feel it. You will be the part of that. You will be the part of that. You may not fully understand that what is I, but you feel that I. So in that I, there is a thinking is one process, feeling is one process, desiring is one process, decides is one process. This is just the part of you, but you are not that. You are thinking is a part of it. Your feeling is a part of it. Your desiring is a part of it. Your deciding is a part of it. But you are not, because all this thinking, feeling, desiring, deciding is happening because you have a body, because you have a senses. But are you your body? Are your senses? No. You are not your body, you are not your senses, so that is not you. Because you came with the physical body, you are thinking, you are feeling, you are desiring something, and you are deciding on something. When compulsory or must that we need to understand is, you are living inside in your body. You are living inside in this body. You are not that body. That particular concept, Percival is saying, doer in the body. I'm introducing the Percival terminology. The Percival terminology is the doer in the body. He is the one who is experiencing the life through this body. So that I is there in this body and experiencing the life through this body. Because if the body is not there, how do I understand? How do I feel it? There is a cold sensation, there is a hot sensation, all the sensations, right? How do I feel it? If I don't have the body, I will not feel, because I'm a pure consciousness, I'm a pure awareness, I will not feel it. Only through the body I am able to feel it. So that body is helping to feel it. The next part is the senses. Comes to the body and then senses. Body is having nose, eyes, ears, all the things. But if you are not having that consciousness is not there in the body, will your ears can hear or will your nose can smell? They will not, because even though the physical body is all having all the things, once the consciousness left your body, that is called just the body, and you cannot do it. So becoming the doer. So the senses are helping to really experience all these things. The doer in the body is what really is doing all this about. It is helping to think in a new way. Now also, I want you to think you are not your body, you are not your senses, but you are your consciousness. In this way also, here also, your body is needed. You need your body to think and experience. Okay, because in order to experience it, so only when you see that, okay, I'm feeling, I'm just loving, I'm judging, I'm hating, all these things are coming through our body when I'm thinking, right? So all these senses are coming because you have some senses, you have some body, that I is feeling through all these things, through all these body senses, that I is. So you need to understand you are not that. You are that conscious, immortal, living being inside the human body. You are that conscious, immortal doer living inside the human body. Immortal. Remember, you are that immortal human being. So then, so what we have to do? What is that we are doing? You have to aware of your senses, awareness through the senses. Your awareness of the body is everything in the nature that is made possible only through the senses. Everything is possible only through the senses. These senses are medium through which the physical world is experienced. Only through ears you are able to hear. Only through the nose you are able to smell. Oh, this is jasmine, this is rose, this is something else. Right? So only through these senses you are able to experience the world. Without the senses, your ability to function, the physical world would not exist. You cannot experience the physical world. Okay. So only when you are experiencing the physical world, what comes? You comes a feeling. You will get a one feeling. Feeling leads to what? Suppose I had a jasmine smell. Oh my God, if it is in India, summer, how many jasmines I used to get. That feeling comes, isn't it? So as soon as the feeling comes, I will search, okay, why not? In US also, so many people are getting it. Because there is a desire started within me. I want to have it now. I'm just taking a simple example, okay? That feeling and then the desire. So once the desire comes, I will keep on searching who are and all actually getting the flowers from India. Or is there anywhere that I can go and buy the flowers? Some thought got arised. Once the thought got arised, some Tara flowers is getting me every Thursday, they are actually delivering some flowers, some jasmine flowers. So then action starts. I will call them. When are you doing it? I'm placing an order for the one box of the flowers. Then that is the action. Anything. Anything that you are doing, right? I took for some reason, the jasmine flowers came into my mind. But anything. Suppose you saw one good car, you saw one good dress, you saw something else. So whatever that you saw, your feeling starts. Desire, feeling, desire. Desire leads to a thought. Thought leads to action. So these are all the things. Thinking is how you function. That begins with feeling and desire. That is beginning with the feeling. Later, the parts of the book, he will also say in which part of your body the feeling starts, which part of the body desire goes, which part of the body thinking goes. All that is explaining very clearly. But for now, I'm just giving you the concept, how actually our living is starting. These are the inner movements, feeling and desire, triggering your thoughts. That's where the thoughts are triggering. Feeling and desire is the part that is triggering, then which is translating into the physical activity. That is the way you are actually translating into the physical activity. Every bodily action is manifestation of our inner activity. It's not an independent act. There is an inner activity which is actually motivating you to do that. That is the one which is happening. Then body as a nature machine. See, this body is built up of what? How the body was built up? Panchabhutas, right? It all built up with the Panchabhutas. The body with these senses, a mechanism made in the nature, by the nature. Where are these feelings and desires are coming from? They are through the nature only. Again, outside, the nature only, right? Through the nature only, the feeling and desire is coming. This machine is a personal and individual to each one of us. This machine, the body is a personal. This is my body, that is your body. It's a personal machine. Oh, that won't suit to me. Suppose if somebody try to give, my body, it won't suit to me. Will we say that or not? Because if all of us bodies are not, it is the individual machines. It is a nature machine, but it is individual. It does not act on its own. Remember, it does not act on its own. Even though we all having the body like 100 pounds or 150 pounds, 200 pounds of body, it cannot act on itself unless the conscious self is there inside the body. That is where we are calling it as the birth. The body is developing inside the womb, but when the consciousness self is there, then when it is coming out, that's the birth, right? So that's where only when the conscious self is there inside, the movement is there, then it is called the body as a nature machine. Then senses as senses, then comes to the senses. The senses are not a mechanical tools. They are again the living entities, because only when the consciousness is there in your body, you can able to see. They are again the living entities composed of nature matter. These individual matters are real, conscious, active state. Are they intelligent? They are not intelligent. They are the matters. But who is intelligent? The consciousness is intelligent. Whenever the consciousness is there in your body, then it is operating your body. It is able to see, it is able to hear, it is able to touch, it is able to feel. These senses generate an energetic forces that influence the structure of the body. These senses are generating an energetic forces that influence the structure of your body. So that is how the senses are acting. Also, senses are messengers from the nature. Messengers of the nature, because through senses only the message you are actually they are transmitting. Suppose when there is a flower, you are able to see that flower and you are able to transmit that is a jasmine or that is a rose or these are the vegetables or something. So it is carrying the impressions of the external world to the internal world. Senses are helping that way. External world to the internal world. Suppose whenever there are, so Pongal means you all must have gone to the parties, right? So whenever there is a party, there are so many sweets. Last night also I attended some gathering. So there are so many sweets. When there is so many sweets, the senses within me, whatever that actually I had imprinted, whenever I see the sweets, there is a potrekulu or whatever the things, it doesn't actually, whenever that particular sweet I'm able to see, I'm not actually getting tempted or anything, because it does not influence me. But whereas Lavanya, if she likes the sweets, As soon as she saw the sweet, oh my God, I want to eat. Right. So something else, some other dish, when I saw some pulihara, oh, it has been long time that I eat rice. Let me eat, grab a couple of spoons. So that's where my senses are actually getting attached and making an imprint in inside. Her senses, her body is differently reacting because the body, the channel, right? Whatever the channel that is giving, it's a transmitting. Oh, externally there is a sweet, Lavanya, eat it. There is a pulihara, Prasanna, eat it. That kind of the senses, right? It is so even though I'm taking a very small examples only, but in general, anything, car, job, or anything, right? It is all the things that we are externally, whatever the things are transmitting to internally through our senses. These are the channels between you, the consciousness, and the nature. Between the nature and the consciousness, they are the nature's ambassadors. They are the ambassadors that is actually transmitting from the natures to you, to external world, to the internal world. This means your interaction with the world is constantly mediated through your senses, isn't it? Constantly mediating through your senses only. That is what we have to remember. Then who are you? You are that operator. Your consciousness is that operator. The body and the senses has no independent power. It has there, but you are the one who is operating. They are the passive without you. Suppose if consciousness is not there in yourself, they are such a passive. The conscious self, the doer is the one who is actually doing. Suppose there is I'll take an example of the gloves. Okay, gloves itself can it do any work? There are hand gloves. Can it do any work? No. But when you put the gloves on and then started doing, it is working, which means who is actually working? Gloves are your hands. Your hands. Similarly, here, the senses or the body is not doing any work. It is the consciousness within you is the one who is actually doing the work. All voluntary action, right? Like intention, direction, breathing, all these are the consciousness within is doing. Voluntarily, involuntarily they are doing, involuntarily we are doing something. Involuntary things are what? Whenever you eat something, the body won't ask for your direction. Remember, whenever you eat something, is it asking you, oh, can I go and can I digest this food or not? Is it asking? If it is asking, you would have died long back, because we cannot keep up so many things. The body involuntarily doing so many things like digestion, breathing, tissue repair, growth. These are all the automatic actions it is doing. Only few things it has given to us. Think, act, free will, right? Think, act. For that only we are messing up our life. So many actions it is doing automatically. These are managed by the individual breathing machines, because all the involuntary nervous systems things are all managed by your individual machine. Machine is automatically doing it. This automatic system is keep running unless disrupted, unless you do something, otherwise it keeps running. So where actually the imbalance is coming? Because the disturbance is through your mental balance. Suppose if you are not mentally balancing, yesterday also I'm just saying, how does this, the diseases will come or anything, right? Suppose, I went to a party and one of my friends, she wore a very diamond set and a good luxury handbag and then expensive sari. Okay. When I see that, oh, nice, you look good. That's happiness that I expressed. And later, if I feel, oh my God, she's not even working, how much she did that? Even I'm working also, I'm not able to afford that. What happened there? The jealousy started. So when the jealousy was started, automatically inside my body, there are different chemicals it releases. When you are happy, the different chemicals releases. When you are actually jealousy or whatever this comparison comes, the different kinds of the things it will generate. So whenever that happened, irregular things, it happened. What happened? Your mental balance was not right. You are not born to compare. You are not born to feel jealous and all, right? So whenever that kind of imbalanced thoughts comes, it creates disturbances in your body. Because in your feeling, you had a disturbed thoughts. So your consciousness went out of control. You are not actually creating, that's not the machine that you have created. You are interfering with the natural process. Natural process, it will give whenever your time comes. Or there is nothing wrong in I want it. But I only want it is the thing, problem. There is a one small story, right? When there is a one in Puranas, there is something that going on, and the Amrutam came up. Okay, everybody in the village went to get that Amrutam. Okay, only one boy went with a big pot. So when they are giving, he took the pot. Everybody has to take only like this. Because when somebody decided, oh, there is an Amrutam, if you drink it, then you will live forever, everybody ran. But only this boy thoughtfully went with the pot. So everybody is giving, whoever is giving, whatever they are asking, they is giving. And this boy asked with the pot and he gave with the pot. And everybody started fighting. Oh, why that? Why you are giving with the pot? Did I say that I will not give it to you in the pot? I didn't say. Right? Only thing is you didn't come with the pot. You don't have that thought. When somebody has that thought, why are you jealous about it? This is what our life is also. Many times, we don't even aim for that particular thing. But when somebody gets it, oh my God, I didn't get it. Did you aim for it? Did you actually work for it? No. So that is what it is. So this is all the disruption. So whenever your natural process is just to feel, enjoy. Whenever you are disrupting, your physical, emotional states are getting disrupted. Your mental harmony is getting disrupted. So whenever this mental harmony is getting disrupted, what happens? Your nature solution was disrupted. So the balance was, there is a imbalance happened. So on that day, entire day, you feel like, oh, something disturbance you see. Where it is getting, restoring this imbalance, the nature's way is sleep. Nature's way is sleep. Once you sleep, do you feel that next day when you get up, you feel like you are good, right? You won't remember all the things. So nature's way is to restore this imbalance. Sleep in a partial or a full release of your control over the senses, because in the sleep you are not actually controlling your senses. Most of the times you are just disconnecting with your senses. Most of the times, whenever you are in the deep sleep, partially at the full release of your control of your senses, so allowing yourself without any interference, you are actually sleeping. During that sleep, bond between you and your senses is loosening. So there is a detachment. It is allowing a bodily repair. Body is getting repaired. Body is getting reconditioned. It is restoring a natural rhythm of the body. Natural rhythm of the body is not about feeling jealous. It is feeling happy. So it is restoring that and relieving the tension created by uncontrolled emotion or uncontrolled thought. Whatever that emotion comes, it is actually relieving it. Because of that, when you actually get up, your senses are the vital bridges between your outer and inner world, right? They are actually repaired. Because you are not your body and you are only that conscious operator of it. So now you can always start, oh, yesterday I think this is not the right. You can always, but the ego will come, right? It is coming and say, no, you are right. You cannot accept it. Remember, you are not your senses, you are not your body. Whenever you are saying, oh, yesterday my mental disturbance came up. No, I should not have thought it. Leave it. Do not go with the ego. Okay. Sleep is playing a very crucial role to maintain your body that is given to the nature, to heal the body, to balance without any interference. Go with that particular rhythm. Do not interfere that rhythm with your thoughts, with your ego, with your all comparisons. Sleep and death. He actually compared the sleep and death is the same. Sleep and death, because sleep also you are actually disconnecting from your senses. Death also you are disconnecting. One is temporary, one is permanent. That is all the difference. Sleep, during the sleep, the doer is out of touch with your body, out of touch with your senses, out of touch with your physical functions. Upon waking up, once you wake up, instant awareness will come that you started identifying yourself. Okay, but when you are in the sleep, the body is never in the consciousness. The body itself is not the consciousness. Similarly, in case of the death also, that is what is happening. Here, he is also talking about the types of sleep. What are the different types of sleep? Deep sleep, a state where complete withdrawal of your senses, completely. You say that, oh, I slept like a baby. I slept like a log. How many people use this kind of, right? So which means you are completely disconnected from your body. The senses stop functioning due to the disconnection of the doer, which supplies their operating power. Operating power, that is the power that is supplying, right? The power is not there. So the body is not actually, you may go this side, that side, but you don't know that, what you are doing it. Okay. No memory of the thought, whatever the thought, activity that you are doing with your body, there's no memory in the deep sleep. Okay. Absence of consciousness, there is no consciousness in your body. That is called a deep sleep. Okay. In Mandukya Upanishad, if you remember, we also thought in this sessions itself, there are 4 things. That is what here also he is talking. The next one is dream sleep. It's a partial detachment. The senses turn inward rather than outward, because in a daytime we are seeing the buildings, we are seeing what is around us, but in sleep, in this dream sleep, you are closing your eyes and you are internally actually seeing it. The senses turn inward rather than outward, engaging your internalized impressions, subjects previously experienced through wakefulness. So that whatever that you have gone through that day, so those things maybe you may be doing it internally. It's not a fully withdrawal of the senses, but still there are some function is inwardly acting on. Then return from the sleep, that is wake up state, right? Return from the thing. That is, upon waking up, you resume your consciousness to the senses. You are re-entering your consciousness into your body. You became a intelligent operator. You became like, you started thinking, feeling, speaking, acting, everything, feeling and desire, the entity, right? You started using it. Habitually, what happens? Habitually, you started becoming, oh, I'm this. Habitually, you identify yourself with your body, you identify yourself with your senses. I said, oh, I slept, I awake. That kind of you are identifying with your activities. That is the persistence identity. Throughout the sleep and wakefulness, you are feeling that I-ness or a selfness remains constant. Whenever you are in the deep sleep, still you are saying, I slept. That I is the permanent I. When you are in the deep sleep, when you are saying that I slept like a log, I slept like a baby, that I, who is that I? The body slept, but you are saying that I slept. That I is the consciousness, conscious I. This is unbroken continuity, identity that holds throughout your life, death and rebirth. That I is the one. It is continuous. It will be there throughout your life. In the death, it will be there. In the rebirth also, it will be there. Despite changing of your body is changing, your senses are changing, you may get sick, all the things, but that I, intuitive I, that self I will not change. That feeling of I is ever present. It is always present. It is irrespective of your body. You feel, know yourself is the same being. You are the same being. In awake, asleep, or alive, or dead, you are the same feeling. The feeling of identity cannot be sensed through external means. You cannot be, it can only be internally experienced without doubt or without any rationalization. So what is that parallel between the sleep and death? Death is described as a extended form of the sleep. Sleep is temporary, right? Death is an extended form of the sleep. A temporary retreat from physical body. A physical body you are leaving, you are just being there and you are just hibernating yourself, you are enjoying. Let us think that as a death. Because all the near-death experience, people said, after death, we are so happy. Nobody said we are sad. If you read any of the near-death experiences, all of them feel so happy when they leave the body. So here also, once you leave the body, you are so happy. So that is the temporary retreat. It's you cannot be in that retreat forever. You have to come back and take another body. Okay, it's a temporary. If you are conscious at the moment of death, you still feel your identity, your continuity. You expect continue to existing beyond the point. That's what we have seen in Soul's Journey. If you go back and see our first book, Soul's Journey by Peter Richelieu, that is what that guy is feeling. Once after the death also, he is able to feel that, he is able to recognize the soul that he knew in the earth planet, isn't it? So it's a continuous journey. Just as we expect awaken from the awaken from that sleep, you are able to identify your body. Here also, awakening after that retreat, you will be able to identify yourself until you come to this earth planet. Continuous. You are a continuous body. You are living through the life after the life. You are the same self lived in the previous lives. You are the same self you are going to live in the future. The mystery of past lives is no greater than the mystery of daily awakening. Whenever you are daily awakening, some of the things you are forgetting. Whatever happened yesterday or day before, right? Similarly, the life after life, you are forgetting what happened in the previous life. You live in a natural conviction of your identity will remain asleep, death, or a rebirth. So what is the conclusion here? Sleep and death both are the phases of withdrawal of the conscious doer. The doer's identity persists beyond these temporary states of the disconnection in the body. The continuity of the self, or the profound inner certainty will always be perceiving. I thought I can complete the 4 topics, but I just could do only 2 topics, the purpose of the life and senses. And also sleep and death, I did it, right? Okay, sleep and death. These 3 topics, we are able to do it. Yeah, personality, we will see next session, because I just want to give like 5 to 6 minutes time for your questions.
Thank you, Prasanna Garu. It was so deep. I think, it needs time to sink in, I think. Yeah.
That's why I told you, right? You cannot miss the sessions. You have to, at least once you need to listen again, then only you will be able to sink into it. And meditation also, dedicate yourself this year. I can say at least when I said 4 years, at least 1 year it will take, even in this channel. So dedicate yourself. In one of the, so Sunday is done, maybe it is Sunday, right, for you? Okay. Sunday it is done. From Monday, Tuesday, just take this lesson only in the meditation also. Contemplate on yourself. Contemplate on yourself. So that helps you to be in that awareness of consciousness. You are not the body, you are not the senses, it is coming up. So that creates a lot of like freeness, right? So somebody, Lavanya, I always use Lavanya, don't mistake, because she is in the camera. So Lavanya used some bad words to me. Okay. Then when I am contemplating, whom did she say? She said to me as I'm in the body. So I'm not this body. Whatever the actions I did today, it's done. It means I'm not actually holding anything to her. If I'm holding on that, what happens is nothing happened to her. It's happening to me only. The disruption is happening within me. That's where we have to understand, and we have to leave the things and then go that we are that awareness. That gives a peaceful life for us.
Yes, Prasanna. Friends, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands or feel, or you can either put it into the chat as well, however you feel comfortable. Or anyone, any feedbacks, any comments. Is the pace okay? Let us know.
Yeah. As you mentioned, not to go fast. I was literally conscious of the speed that I'm holding. Even though I came with the 4 topics, I didn't finish.
Okay,
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to everyone, and Prasanna Garu, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you back again. Yeah, it's a very, very deep, insightful book. I was trying to understand every sentence you was trying to say. There was one sentence, I think, if I get it correctly, said that what you thought yesterday and your previous birth, you forget a lot of things, right? It was really very very deep and thoughtful the way he wrote, and he compared it with the what we forget day to day to the past life, literally.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was very interesting. Yeah. It was. I think it, like you and Lavanya said, it'll take a while to get there. Okay,
Yeah,
get understanding
I
of this.
want
Yeah.
one person from you, one person, whoever volunteers from your team, right?
Mhm.
Well, after my session is done, I will be noting down all the bits and pieces, the notes, right? I will just give you that notes. One person who can compile those put it in a proper format, right? It would be great
Okay.
because that helps you as well as that helps you also, right? Whenever
Mhm.
I'm not like it's not that I'm putting in a papers, right? I'm always putting in means in some today literally I opened one more Gmail account for this
Mhm.
thinking and destiny and keeping on that what is the shared document only. So whoever can want to work on that, I can share the document. You can just keep it what do you say, in a proper format, right? So that this helps, because same thing, if you go and read this thinking and destiny book, right? If you start opening this book, you feel you will just throw the book and you'll just no, this is not for me. That difficult it is,
Yeah.
I can say. That difficult it is, and that to see how small letters it is showing, right? I cannot show, I think very small letters.
Mm.
Okay, that means that
Yeah.
this book of the 1100 pages means it goes means that's why I'm just preparing these notes also.
Prasanna, I'm willing to volunteer. My only thing is I'm not tech savvy, and you know that. So, but I'm
Yeah,
willing
yeah,
to help. I'm willing to
yeah. She
compile.
is
The
an
only,
English.
yeah.
She's an English.
Yeah, I mean, not that. It's just that I think putting it all together, I'll understand, get a better understanding also.
Yeah, yeah. Tech somebody will
So
help. Tech somebody can help
yeah,
her.
I don't mind compiling if somebody can help me with the tech thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
She's Anjali Lavanya. I'll give her number.
Thank you, Anjali ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, Madhavi ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we have got few comments in our chat from Madhu ma'am. Very beautifully explained. Thank you, Prasanna garu. And MS, thank you, Prasanna garu. Well explained the topic. Lakshmi Sudhakar, ma'am was yeah, ma'am. Very good explanation, Prasanna garu. Yeah. Anyone else to share your feedbacks, masters? Please feel free. You can unmute yourself as well.
Definitely, there's a new terminology. Only one point I have introduced this day: doer in the body. So from now onwards, doer in the body means you need to back of your mind. You have to get all these things. Okay, he has his own vocabulary: doer, thinker, knower, triune self. Different things, right? So because after reading everything, now I'm able to understand like how to introduce the topic, right? That's how I'm doing it for you. More than the first batch of the people who listen to me, I can say we are all fortunate to organize and listen.
Mm. Prasanna, in the meantime, okay.
Doer in the body is conscious here. Doer in the body is not fully the conscious here. Is not fully conscious here. We are thinking we are only the doer in the body. That is the problem for us. We are thinking like, because the consciousness is there, that is why we are operating. That electricity, suppose the fan is there, only when the electricity is passing, the fan can roll, right? When the switch is on. So similarly, the consciousness is rolling. That's why we are actually doing it. So when we are doing it, what we are thinking is, oh, I'm Prasanna, I'm teaching. Oh, Lavanya, listening. This is the thing that we are this is the doer in the body. What he is doing is the doer in the body, but there is something else. I'm telling like, oh, this is really, if I talk about my experience, it takes 1 hour. That's why I'm not talking. But it is not that doer in the body that actually able to do it. We all has that capacity to understand that book. If I say that you don't understand, it doesn't mean that you will not. But only thing is, we are not actually putting the time to connect to our that consciousness, complete consciousness. We are taking only this much consciousness as a doer. We have complete consciousness. When you are aware of it, right? That is why if you say the purpose of life, I told you, purpose of the life is not to be happy in this life or life after. The purpose of life is to be more conscious. The more and more conscious you are, the more and more you are able to understand, and the more and more you are able to do anything. So here he will say the doer, thinker, and knower. There are three parts. There are three parts of the triune self: doer, knower, the thinker, and knower. But we are only thinking this doer is only us. We are forgetting we are the thinkers, we are the knowers. So entire book is talking about the triune self, to becoming that triune self. So there are the points, there are the times where I'm able to understand, or where I'm able to go deeper into that consciousness, to that state, then I'm able to understand that. Am I in that state all the time? No, I was not. That's what I'm saying. Am I in that state? If I'm in that state, I will be super happy being all the time, if I'm in that knower state. But only whenever we are actually trying to understand this book, trying to do that, right? I'm able to touch the points. When I'm able to touch the point, right, when something goes wrong also, I'm not this. You understand, this is just the doer in the body, and this body I have to. Suppose when I'm touching that happiness, right? If some Lavanya said some bad thing to me, then, oh, okay, today something happened, let it be. You will not feel that, because you are not only the doer, you are in that knower part. So we all can attend, we all can touch the true consciousness. This purpose of the life is to expand that consciousness only. Expand that consciousness, expand that understanding. We are not just the knower. Please share the something here. I couldn't read it completely.
Book cover page and author name. Yeah.
Book cover page, that what I am actually is this is the cover page, but I don't think this is the cover page that you are getting it now. Yeah. The cover page is different. Author name is Harold W. Percival. I'll send it to Lavanya, the cover thing. Yeah, somebody wrote it, right? Yeah, Lavanya wrote it. I think I shared a PDF file. Those who are really wanted.
I'll share it now, because I thought like after today's session I'll share it, so that they get that 10-2 before.
More than that, right? So share that, as well as the notes. Why I am asking you to compile is this notes, whatever I'm preparing for myself. If you can just compile it, that gives a more easy understanding.
Okay.
More easy, because that English itself is 100 years back he has written. So 100 years back, US English is like 100 years back our Telugu. Can we understand, right? We can't. Similar way it is. Some of the examples also, 100 years back, whatever that political things or whatever the issues, singers are there, those people, sometimes my time got wasted, because whenever he's referring that, I don't know about that. If you say Mahatma Gandhi, we know it. If somebody else, they say, right, I don't know anything. I was not brought up here. I couldn't understand anything. Some of the things I used to ask my kids, who is this guy? Some of the things I have to keep a dictionary. I have to keep so many things. That is why I'm saying somebody compile it. This helps them more than the original book, because original book, because if you really have time to come do all these things, you will understand. I'm not saying you will not, but only thing is nowadays people do not have the time, right, to go through each and every dictionary word and all those things. By the time we lost the essence. That's why I'm insisting you to be here for each and every class. If not, at least listen and come to the class. Then only that flow will be there.
Thank you, Rasa. Yeah. And so, Prasanna, you said in partial sleep, so our senses turns inwards and not outwards. So is that the reason we get the dreams and everything?
Yes, yes. You get, because you will go into your subconscious mind that time also, right? Whatever that your thoughts inside, that those are there. And also sometimes to see, some people will have the same kind of dreams, chasing like water is drowning or something. If you see, right, same kind of the dreams they will be having. Maybe in the previous life, they drowned into the water and they died. So that imprint is there within them. Because of that, in the dream, it is chasing them, basically. So for them only, usually the people say go into the past life regression thing, kind of thing, right? So when they go to the past life regression thing, they will understand what is the cause of the death in the previous life. Then they will understand, oh, because of that, the dream. Once you understand, you will come out of that, isn't it? Why it is coming, if it understands, so that then you will come out of it. That's what, because I understand that. I also went through the past life regression therapy to understand why it is coming, right? So what it is happening, I couldn't do fully, but whatever the partial thing that it has happened, I could see that.
Okay. One more question on the doer thing, Prasanna garu. So the observer. So can I call it as an observer as a consciousness, or like, because does observer comes
Observer
as a
is a
doer?
consciousness. Observer is a consciousness. We are thinking that we are the doer in the body. That's a part of consciousness. That observer who is this is a consciousness.
So in observer,
you should always be in that observer mode.
Okay.
You should always be in that observer mode. Whatever is happening to your life, be in that observer mode.
Okay. And we have got one more question, Aruna ma'am. As a knower, if we are happy all the time, does it mean we fulfill the goal of life? Is that considered as fulfilling the life purpose?
Yes. If you're happy all the time, whatever it is happening, if you're all the time, if you are in that awareness of you are that consciousness, that's where we are all trying to go there. In our lives, because being a meditators, we are touching that some point. Being in the meditation, sometimes you are touching, you are not actually aware of anything, you are touching that bliss mode. That's where you are in the knower. But that bliss mode should be there throughout your life. That's where we want to have it.
Yeah. Any other questions, friends?
Yeah, when you can write down your questions whenever you listen this lesson again also. So maybe if the time is not sufficient after 5-6 classes, we can just put it to one question answer. How do you think partly? Go ahead. Yeah.
How we from MS, how we think partly is based on the circumstances and surroundings we grew up in or with. So is the author trying to also understand how to expand the consciousness beyond these life experiences?
Yeah, how we grew up, because if you I always trying to refer the one book, right? Understanding the Mind, the book. I think now they are uploading all the series. You can listen to that also. That is understanding the mind, means our mind, we have to understand that, because how our thoughts are coming, how all this, as MS is saying, it is coming how when you are in the womb of your mother, how the mother thought, or what are the thoughts of your previous life, what are the circumstances you grew up with, right? So many things actually it leads, because these are the belief systems, all those things. So author is asking us to go beyond these things. Go beyond these things. Yesterday, I'll give you because an example. Yesterday, somebody called and she's saying because she's having her daughter marriage. Oh, if I want to order, I'm so worried because I don't know whether they are in their periods or how they are cooking and all the things. If I put in the God, then we have to grow beyond that consciousness, right? We have to go beyond that. In those days, the people were kept for a different reasons. Why you should not touch is a different reasons. We all know that. We all know, because hygiene reasons it could be, or the girl was not given a proper preference, so she needs a rest. For that, they have given that. So many reasons the girl was kept aside, not to touch. At least it is in a different way of giving her the rest. Otherwise, the people have not given. Now, after learning this much science also, if you say that the girl, whatever that she cooks cannot be eaten or cannot be given, because we have to expand our consciousness beyond that, right? So she is also that too. that in that time, whatever that sexual fluid or whatever the things is the creative energy. From that only the creation is starting. So when that creative energy is there, now if you are saying untouchable kind of the thing, where are we growing? Right? So we should not be. So that's a kind of beyond these belief systems, beyond these things. I took that as an example, but anything beyond these circumstances, whatever the things that we have happened, we have to grow beyond that, because we all grow. Being girls of 40s and 50s, we all grew up in that environment only. Whenever the period comes, oh, sit aside. That kind of environment only we grow up. But we know now, we know. Are we doing the same with our daughters? Definitely not, because we understand that's not the purpose of creating it. So when we understand, we grow out of it. Similarly, any belief system, anything, you should grow out of it. The consciousness should expand it. In olden days, that some kind of the caste people are not allowed into the temple. But now are we doing that? We are not, right? So for different reasons, I don't know the reason also. Now I cannot say all the reasons, but for different things. But we grew out of that things. Similarly, for everything, we have to grow out of it. So when we're growing out of it, we are just going from one thought to another thought. Like now we are growing, okay, now those days, now we are saying that, oh, we have to have like a couple of homes or more homes, more positions. That is what we are identifying with. That is not growing out of it. You are growing from one part to the another part. That's not expansion of the consciousness. The expansion of the consciousness is this is the nature. We just came to live here. This is the body. We rented it. We took it. Through this, we are actually doing it. We should not. We have to spend time with this body in order to maintain this body until the consciousness experiences the life. We should not overly attach to this body. You got it? Similarly, anything else also, we should not jump from one place to the another place. We should expand our consciousness so that we can go to that knower part. Suppose if I am saying that not to identify with your body, you are not identifying with your body at one place, you are identifying with the body at another place, you are jumping, right? It's not that you are expanding it. You are jumping from one place to another place. No, don't do that. We have to expand our consciousness. These are all the nature's things. You should not be attached to that. Hope I answered.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lakshmi Garu.
So will we be able to hear more about the sleep and death, Prasanna garu, in the later sessions? You talked briefly about out of body and
yeah. We will listen. These are all the small concepts, right? Introduction session. We are all introducing the words or a terminology, that jargon that Parsival is going to do. So next time, if I say do it in the body, I cannot give all explanation, right? Whatever that I gave. So sleep and death, something that. So from there we will take it in the coming sessions. Okay.
Any other questions, friends? Yeah, I think for now we're all good, Prasanna garu. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you next Sunday for you, Saturday for US. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Prasanna
Bye.
garu. Thank you so
all.
much.
Bye.